You are listening to the Life Coach Business Podcast with Amanda Carlstad, episode number 173. Welcome to the Life Coach Business Podcast, a show for coaches who are ready to up-level their business and take their impact, leadership, and results to a whole new level. If you're ready to start taking powerful action and become the leader your business needs in order to grow and thrive, this show is for you. I'm your host, Amanda Carlstad, certified life and business coach and entrepreneurial leadership expert. Now let's get down to business. Hello and welcome everyone. I hope you're doing amazing. I have a really important topic that I am bringing back to all of you today. Today's episode was a show that I recorded a while back, and I decided to bring it back to all of you today because it's a really important topic, and it really is something that I've been thinking about lately, and as I was thinking about today's show, and that is the difference between easy and great. And what I mean by that is in the context of building and scaling your business, and the idea, the wanting of things to be quote unquote easier than maybe perhaps they're feeling right now. And so what I want to challenge all of you with today is that easy is easy. Easy is what our brain would love to keep us focused on. And in fact, it's one of its main objectives. Easy is easy to hope for. It's easy to think about. It's easy to be spinning about. And so if you're in a place right now where you're in the process of growing and scaling your business, creating greatness, being great at your craft, creating a great business, a great program, a great experience, these are things that are not easy. And so I want to talk to you all today about the fact that greatness requires growth. Greatness requires discomfort. Greatness requires building new skills. It requires stepping out and operating out of your comfort zone. And it's in this journey, it's in this process, it's in the pursuit of great where true greatness is born. And there's a very distinct difference between easy and great. And so that's what I want to bring to all of you today. I want to challenge you to lean into today's episode and lean into this message and really evaluate for yourself, where might you be wishing something was easy right now in your business? Versus where are you leaning into being and creating greatness? I think this is a really important question. So with that, let's go ahead and dive into today's show. What I want to talk to you all about is something that is really important as it relates to your business. And that is why you don't want it to be easy. And what I'm referring to when I say this is why you don't want specifically growing and scaling and the process of that, of your business, to be easy. And here's what I know you might be thinking. You might be thinking, okay, that sounds great, but the truth is, Amanda, I do want it to be easy. I do want things to feel easier than they are. So what I want to talk to you all today about is this. Every level of hard, every new level that you experience as you are growing, as you are scaling your business, every new level that you encounter, that new level is going to require a new level of you. It's going to require a new way of thinking. It's going to require a new way of being. And the truth is it does that because you can't create that next level of your business unless you are being that next level of leader that your business actually needs from you. So one of the things that I see so many of you getting caught up in is the idea, and that's what it is It's an idea. And that idea is that it shouldn't be this hard. That growing my business shouldn't be this difficult. And what I want to challenge all of you today is that what if this so-called difficult, this so-called hard that you might be experiencing, what if this was actually your curriculum? What if it was actually your lesson plan? What if it was actually the training that is required to take you and to take your business to that next level that you so desperately want? So that's what we're going to spend our time talking about today here, my friends. One of the things that has prompted today's conversation is, I have had several clients recently get some really major wins. They have created some really major wins in their business. And I'm talking like really major. And so to give you a sense of that, I am thinking of some of the clients in my high-level mastermind who have recently created wins, like one in particular has landed a major feature on a very well-known podcast. One has launched a brand new program that is literally going to help so many more clients. Wins like writing and launching their first book that's opening so many new doors and so many new opportunities. Wins like hitting their first $250,000 in their business, y'all. $250,000 cash received in their business. $50,000 cash months. So I'm talking about some major, major wins that I know for all of you listening to this show right now, I know all of you also want those level of wins for yourself. And so what I want to talk to you about today is that for every client that I have coached, every client that I have worked with that is experiencing and has created results at that level, for every client that is winning and winning at that high level, I got to tell you, their journey, the work that they have done to get to where they are, it wasn't easy. And what I also want to tell you is that they also didn't waste their time wishing that it was easier either. And that's a really important distinction that I want to challenge you all with today. Because one of the things that every client that is experiencing this level of success in their business, I have to tell you as their coach, they have showed up at a level and have continued to show up at a level that is congruent with the level of results that they wanted to create in their business. They showed up as that future version of themselves, as that next version of themselves that even though at the time they might not have felt like it, they might not have tangibly had the results that they wanted, but they still showed up every single day from the belief that they were creating that result, that result was already a done deal. From the belief in their capacity to achieve their goal. They showed up from the belief that no matter what, they understand that they get to create their results, that they get to create the experience that they have in their business. And they didn't get distracted by hard. Now, that's not to say they didn't have doubts, they didn't have fears, they didn't have challenges along the way. Of course they did. But the difference is that they weren't distracted by wishing and thinking and searching for an easier way. They weren't distracted by hoping and wishing they were experiencing something different. Instead, they made a decision and they backed up that decision every day to put one foot in front of the other and to create the results that they wanted. And there's a really, really big difference here. And again, as their coach, there's a massive difference when I look at the level of results that they have created in their business, at who they have become, at how intentional they have been in their process, and compare that to so many people in this industry that are not experiencing the level of results that they want, who stay stuck, who are in a place where they are wishing that things were easier. And so there's a big difference here of operating from a place where, as a business owner, you know that you create your results, and you know that you can't abdicate your results. You can't abdicate your experience to anything outside of yourself. And for my most successful clients, for the clients that I am talking about here today in this show, as their coach, one of the common threads that they all have is that they started with a very clear vision. Now, I will tell you, coming into my program, for most of them, the mastermind program, they didn't have a clear vision, but that is what we were able to get them to very, very quickly, was to get them to a clear vision, to a place where they could see the blueprint, they could see the strategy, they could see the roadmap on how they were actually going to build their business. And then they went out and did the work, y'all. They showed up and they did the work. And they've consistently shown up in their business. They've consistently shown up with their clients. They've consistently operated from a place of service. And ultimately, the bottom line is they didn't allow their BS to override them. They didn't allow their BS to get in their way. So that's what I'm bringing to you today. If you're finding yourself in a place of resistance, if you're finding yourself in a place where you're wishing that things wouldn't be as hard, I want to offer you today the truth that it's really a choice, and that you get to own that choice that you make, that you get to choose where your mental energy, where your physical energy, where your emotional energy is being spent. Because here's what I have learned. You can't have it both ways in this process. You can't have $1 million business vision. You can't have $1 million business idea and then operate from a place in your business where you're constantly wishing or thinking or searching for something that is going to make the process easier. Because if you are, what's actually happening is that you're only creating more of what it is that you don't want. So here's what I want to tell you. If you have the understanding that part of growing, part of scaling your business is that things are going to challenge you. Things will need to be learned, okay? There will be certain things as you go out and as you implement them in your business that is going to feel extremely uncomfortable. And the great thing about this is that you have the ability to drop so much mental energy and free up so much of your mental capacity for yourself and actually be in a place where you can approach your business and operate your business from a place that really does serve you, that really does serve your business and serve your clients. If you really understand what I'm saying here, if you really apply this very important distinction. One of the things that's become really apparent for me in the online business space, whether you are a coach or whether you're any other type of entrepreneur, is that there are a lot of easy solutions that are being marketed out there. There are a lot of quote unquote easy solutions on things like how to grow your Instagram or how to grow your LinkedIn, right? How to create reels, things like that, how to create videos, so many other things. And what I will say is that while all of these pieces can have a place in your business, they can have a place in the process, the truth is that none of them will actually address the core of what's actually needed to take things to the next level. What's actually happening for most online entrepreneurs and most coaches that I work with and that I observe in this industry is that there is a lot of time and a lot of energy and so much mental energy that is actually being directed at these easy solutions, that is actually pulling your focus away from creating the things that will actually create the types of results that you want, that will actually move the needle forward in your business. So I want to challenge you all today with this. Rather than falling into this sea of shiny objects, thinking that this next shiny object is going to change everything for you, I want to challenge you instead to go deep here. I want to challenge you to instead go deep and really challenge yourself as to how you're truly approaching your business. I want you to really challenge yourself as to whether you're really applying and implementing a strategy, a long-term strategy that's actually founded in business principles, or is actually just the latest tactic in order to grow and scale your business. I want to challenge you to really go deep in your mindset and really question what level of mindset you're truly operating from, and evaluate whether you're operating from a place of expectancy. And for those of you that maybe haven't listened, I did a podcast episode on this a while back. It was episode number 53. I'd really encourage you, even if you have listened to that episode, go back and listen to that episode. It's a really important one. So whether you're operating from a place, from a level of thinking and a level of mindset that lines up with the results that you most want to create. So I want to offer this to you today and offer that you take a moment and that you truly and honestly look at this for yourself and ask yourself, am I in a place where I'm actually wishing that this process would be easier? Am I in a place where I'm actually thinking things should be different, that things should be easier than I'm experiencing them to be? Am I in a place where my focus is actually being directed on thoughts and on things that don't line up with the results that I want to create? And I want you to get really present to that and really get present and honest to what is going on. One of the things that I teach and I coach all of my clients on in my programs, in my mastermind program, which is my 6-month business accelerator program, and also in my high level mastermind, which is my program that helps clients scale to multiple 6 figures and ultimately 7, is that part of the process of growing and scaling a highly successful business is that we don't have the room to spend our time, to spend our energy on wishing that things were quote unquote easier. So we spend a lot of time on the importance of and implementing and focusing our efforts. And I've structured my programs in a way so that they're very streamlined and very simple, but they're not easy. Easy to me is like the lowest common denominator. Easy is not great, okay? Easy does not create extraordinary success. Easy is mediocre. Easy is what the masses are looking for. So here's what I want to tell you today. If you want to experience massive success, if you want to experience a level of success that's noteworthy, that's iconic, that stands out, that becomes an example of what is possible, then I have to tell you, it's not about it being easy. It's not about creating and believing a story that your mind has that it should be easier. What it is about is being able to honor the process that you're in, to honor the journey that you've chosen, to honor the growth that you're experiencing, the skills that you are learning, and the creation of what it is that you get to add to this world, that you get to impact this world with. Most people will never make that choice in their life, but you've already made it. So I really encourage you to choose greatness. Don't wish it to be easy. Wish to be great instead. Hey, if you're ready for a real breakthrough in your business and want to grow and scale your business to at least 6 figures or more in annual revenue, I invite you to apply for my exclusive program, The Mastermind, at amandakarlstadcoaching.com/the-mastermind. I look forward to seeing you there. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Life Coach Business Podcast. If you want to learn more about how to build, grow, and scale your business and accelerate your results, visit amandacarlstadcoaching.com.